2024 is going to be very chaotic.
Portals and shape-shifting interdimensional aliens at the Miami Mall. Well, new footage showing a portal opening up inside the mall and people running.
It's like a movie, but this is real life. I wish I'd tell you.
Yo, has anybody seen this show Hellbound on Netflix? It's only 6 episodes. Yo,
the Nordics, these overseers.
Do you remember watching Extraordinary The Seeding? Do you remember
that? No, I never heard of it.
No, we definitely watched this. It was, remember we spoke about the guy waking up in his clone? You said it was a pretty good documentary.
Oh, yeah, I do remember now.
Do you remember what he was saying? That he was walking past one of these Nordics, and he said it was like their face just kind of shifted briefly into reptilian face and then shifted back. It was like a hologram that was put over the face.
Right. Okay. Now I remember now. Thank you. Yes.
Is it possible that this might have been an illusion?
It's possible.
Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Yo, make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's get this video right here to like 20,000 likes. Look, y'all already seen those clips that's coming in. Y'all know this video is gonna be lit. Make sure y'all don't skip a thing because you will be lost in the sauce. Look, man, just know if you're going through a tough time out here in the world, just know we're going through this thing called life together. So share these videos with your friends, your families. This is for the cool kids to come on here, man. You can unload all of the theories and whatever you have in your mind on this channel right here because we're willing to listen with the cool kids. But look, man, we're gonna glow up this 2024. The separation of consciousness has already begun. Hopefully that, you know, you're on the right side of that. Make sure y'all don't believe anything that you see in these videos. Make sure you're always going out here to do your own research, be your own person. This is about us as a collective, and no reason for us to agree with each other. If you don't agree, we can respectfully disagree and put these pieces together, you know what I'm saying? Together we build. Let's go. All 2024. Let's get it, y'all. Let me know if y'all been doing anything new this year. How y'all kicked off y'all quote unquote new year, you know what I'm saying? But look, at the end of the day, you know, what I'm doing all year long is I'm incorporating juices. So this right here is beet juice. Let me know what type of juice y'all drinking in the comments down below. Freshly pressed, cold pressed and everything, you know, beet juice detoxifies your liver, your kidneys, all that stuff, you know. But look, man, let me know in the comments down below how you taking care of yourself differently this year. Or you gonna be more strict on yourself? Are you letting certain things go? I'm letting certain things go because I gotta grow. Let's get it.
2024 is going to be very chaotic. It's going to be weird. There's some weird movies coming out. How many guys saw the recent movie Leave the World Behind? Anybody saw that movie there?
We saw it.
Oh, okay, yeah, you know all these, am I watching a movie or is this a documentary realistic thing? And then I'm seeing Mark Zuckerberg just spent $100 million building a house in Hawaii with a nuclear bunker. What does he know that the rest of the world doesn't know about? Talk about the timing. Oh, accidentally, coincidentally, a week after that movie comes out, a new movie comes out. What's the name of that movie? Civil War. Leave the world behind. Our power grid in America hasn't been updated. 75% of it hasn't been updated in 50 years. And you're kind of talking about that. Then you're pitting whites against blacks. There's a line in the movie that says, Dad, you know if something goes down, we can't trust these white people. I know that's something both you and Mom agree on. Why do you put that line in the movie, Barack? And you were helping with the script. Why would you put that in the movie? Why would you put that in the movie? Barack, weren't you the same guy that gave a talk at the DNC in 2004 about bringing people together? What happened to that guy?
These beings that they're in communication with, premier scientists on planet Earth right now, who are actively engaged, according to their own words, communicating with something with a personality, in their own words, from another dimension. And that's the purpose of the collider. I mean, people need to understand, this is not science fiction, this is fact.
The imminency of what they intend to do, which is opening this gateway. And understand that the world of science in terms of particle physics also overlaps into DNA, into biology.
Yes.
There's a multifaceted, multi-level agenda at play. So we are talking about changing humans, changing the planet, not only bringing in information through a portal, we're also talking about definitively changing our way of life. This is a threat to our existence, to the creation of mankind.
We're on the verge of a paradigm shift. They've cracked open a portal or doorway or whatever you want to call it from another dimension. By their own admission, they are already in communication with something that has a personality and has ability to communicate.
Look at what it says there. He claims that CERN destroyed the universe during recent experiments, which has resulted in us living in a nearby parallel universe instead.
You're welcome, Eddie. World's smartest kid thinks that CERN blew the world up in 2008.
Maybe that fucking kid is right.
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred from
my
form
teeth.
to form. But if there are an infinite number of universes, then there's 100% chance that this happened. At least maybe in another universe, maybe not ours. Then again, there's also an infinite chance that this is our universe.
We don't know what we don't know. And this leaves me awake at night. I lose sleep over that.
Streams of energy in a vast circle.
To discoveries that can potentially harm the whole world. Tucker Carlson is now revealing.
I'm not ashamed, y'all. Like, this whole video, I'm going to have red teeth and red tongue. Like, it's fine. It's already set in stone. I'm not going to fake it for y'all. It is what it is.
Some of the terrifying experiments going on.
Players who've been trying to silence them shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail.
CERN is known to always push boundaries to achieve their goals. While this approach may lead to unprecedented scientific breakthroughs, it can also lead to doom. Because of this, the ex-Fox News commentator Tucker Carlson is asking the public to intervene in the situation. What exactly could the situation be, and how can we tackle it as a society? Let's find out as we proceed. The European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, was created out of humanity's curiosity about the universe. The particle physics laboratory is located in Geneva, Switzerland.
I would probably not be satisfied if I stopped with a bachelor's degree. And so I just believed what he said. I thought that he was...
And it consists mainly of scientists who spend their days using their knowledge of physics to better understand how the universe works.
Because the universe itself was extremely small at that time.
It is considered one of the largest and most prominent research centers in the world. Originally, CERN focused on studying atomic nuclei.
New era of exploration at CERN, a new chapter, Run 3 of the Large Hadron Collider will give us collisions.
But over time, it evolved into studying higher energy physics, particularly interactions between subatomic particles. Throughout its 68 years of existence, the laboratory has been involved in numerous experiments, some of which are worth mentioning. One of the major discoveries at CERN was about weak neutral currents in 1973. Scientists detected the presence of weak neutral currents using a device called the Gargamel bubble chamber. This discovery showed how subatomic particles could interact using the weak force, one of the fundamental forces in particle physics.
Gargamel, named after Rabelais' legendary giant, wife of Gargantua.
It also helped unify two other forces, electromagnetism and the weak force, forming the electroweak force. Another significant achievement at CERN was the creation of the World Wide Web in 1989. British scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the web at the laboratory as a means for scientists from different institutions around the world to share information. It later became freely available to the public, revolutionizing communication and information exchange worldwide. In 1995, CERN managed to create a form of antimatter. Antimatter consists of particles with the same mass as regular matter, but with opposite properties, such as different electrical charges. When matter and antimatter collide, they annihilate each other, producing high-energy particles like gamma rays. Scientists believe antimatter has potential applications, such as creating a technology similar to PET scanners for medical purposes. However, this possibility hasn't been fully explored since the antimatter produced always explodes when it comes in contact with matter. This observation has raised the question of how the two particles exist in the universe without destroying everything.
1,000th of 1 billionth of 1 billionth of a second.
Later in 1999, they discovered...
Shit, I got the answer because shit, we doing shit we ain't supposed to be doing. What do you mean? What do you mean?
The reason. There's a phenomenon called charged part symmetry violation, which explains that there's a difference between matter and antimatter that helps them coexist.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Hey, listen.
So you telling me this, look, just because these people got billions and billions of dollars and get funding and stuff like this, they look, any one of us can get billions of dollars and start these projects ourselves, right? We put our money together, we can build our own. But we ain't gonna band together like that because we never do. But we gonna get there at some point. Probably not while I'm alive, but we get together. But so you telling me just because you got all this money that y'all can come fuck around and put particles together that you know are not good for each other that explode? Did this shit get blown up in 2008? Maybe we needed to do a video dedicated to what happened in 2008, right? Another rabbit hole? The fuck?
Right now, I'm about to get into this video to show you guys proof that CERN has opened up a portal for these giant sky beings, and now these beings are getting stronger. In July 5th, 2022, CERN turned the Large Hadron Collider, the particle accelerator, or particle collider, whatever you want to call it, they turned it up to the maximum, the maximum power, which was 13 trillion terawatts.
8 trillion.
Don't mistake this. There are particle accelerators all over the world. If some of you remember that big blackout in DC, there's a particle accelerator in DC. All these power outages that was going on last year and the year before, it was because the LHC was sucking power, and it's connected, man. It's deeper than what y'all think. But the whole purpose of this video is to show y'all that these giant beings that we have been seeing are getting stronger, and they're starting to take on a physical form. All right, these people are trying to open a portal for these fallen angels, for these beings to come through, and I'm about to prove it to you right now with these viral videos. Some of them that I took and some of them other people took, but these videos, most of you have seen these, but we're just gonna run through them, and I'm gonna show you the timeline span of from when they first turned it up in July of 5th of 22 to now 24. All right, brace yourself, about to get it in. This video is for educational purposes only. Let's go. So this is a video that I captured. As you can see, it's a whole face. You got the eyes, you got the face right there, the nose. Let's fast forward to 2023, all right? 2023, that was how they was in 22. Let's fast forward to now. This was in 23. As you can see, it's more formed. It's more formed. They're getting powerful, guys. With all these celebrations and holidays that you guys celebrate, and these energy harness rituals that we do here in the States, and now they're all getting popular around the world. We're giving these beings that CERN has let into energy. As you can see, he has like an eye on top of his head. It's just getting stronger. Now we're gonna fast forward to 2024, and these beings, some of you guys have seen these videos, but these beings are getting real strong. Hold on, let's go to 2020. Now, a lot of y'all remember this face by the moon that happened like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Right.
Check it out.
Right.
As you can clearly see the nose, the eye sockets. This is a giant being. Okay? This last video is the most disturbing because these beings are now being able to move. They're being able to walk. I don't think that they quite have the ability or the power to control and stay into this realm, but these beings are starting to get power. Now pay attention to this last video. I know a lot of y'all seen it. It's been viral. Just check. So I want you to understand that these beings are really receiving power now. As you can see, that was a couple days ago. This being was actually walking. All right. I have one more video I want to show y'all because they're trying to prepare us for what's going to happen. People just just see things and think, oh, they're just doing things, it's whatever. So let's talk about what happened in Las Vegas with the hologram of this giant being, fallen angel, whatever it was, coming through and reaching for people. I'm gonna show y'all this video real quick, and let's just talk about.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I showed y'all this. Look, I be keeping y'all so up to date, bro. Like, make sure y'all smash that like button. I try to keep y'all up to date with the current events and stuff. We go into the past and stuff too, but I try to keep it current, man. And that's crazy. We already prepared for this. Just listen to the breakdown. We building, y'all. Look, it's gonna point at something that you might want to see. Share this video. It's preparing you right here.
Guys, how do we even know that, you know, why are they doing portals and showing these giant beings coming when we're actually seeing these in real life? They're trying to prep you for what's to come. Listen, guys, they're doing some dangerous stuff down there in CERN, man. I don't know why they're trying to do whatever, but they're doing it. They're trying to unleash wrath upon the earth. Please pay attention to the signs, man. These people are not just showing you things. Everything is not for you to have enjoyment. Some of these things are signs for you to get yourself ready and prepared for what's to come. It's really happening, y'all. Y'all think that's just a hologram and they're just doing stuff for fun. You don't even know if that was a hologram, man. That could have been some whole real shit that they're just saying is a hologram. Moral of the story, man, pay attention, man. These people have opened up portals. Yo, it's going down, man. Peace, love, happiness, man. Hey, please let me know what you think in the comments, man.
One thing we do know is that they're actually doing that, right?
Footage of the weird pulsing energy baffles scientists. There's also this.
Oh, holy fucking shit, guys.
Portals and shape-shifting.
And look, like that joint right there, I want to show that again. That do y'all think that's CGI or that's a real nigga? Like, if giants come back, are they that big? You feel me? Y'all remember? Have y'all seen that the anime I was telling you about, Attack on Titan? The possibilities are endless with that shit because they had all kinds of goddamn, you know, Titans. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Look, we might just be some snacks. I remember years ago, everybody was a snack. Everybody looked good. I bet.
Interdimensional aliens at the Miami Mall. Well, new footage showing a portal opening up inside the mall and people running. So, was there actually guns being shot at these aliens, or was there actually fights going on? The amount of cops that showed up was just shocking. So a lot of people don't actually realize that we are actually not even existing in a 3D world anymore. The planet has fully been in the 4th dimension since last year, which means the underworld has collapsed. The astral plane is right here on the surface of the planet. This is what Ascension is all about. All these veils to other worlds, other dimensions collapsing and allowing multidimensionality to exist right here in the human body.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. Like, if we gonna be cohabitating and shit and being neighbors and shit, like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We petty. Why they gotta look like that though? Like, I thought like they had like the God body, like arm, head, arm, and leg. You know what I'm saying? But no, these niggas got arm, tail, big teeth to bite your ass with. Or are they friendly? That should be crazy if they was vegetarians.
But a lot of these, of course, could be Project Bluebeam, could be a lot of holograms being created to try to see what would happen in the public. Have to realize that the astral plane is here right now, and people's biggest fears are being manifested in real life, in the physical. I have lots of videos on Earth 1111 talking about all of this, including who are these aliens? Are they demons? Are they something negative? Well, there's both.
My name is Nadik, and I was also at the mall when I saw the 10 feet Indian. I'm gonna give you my testimony right now. So, what I saw, I was just standing in the side of the mall, and and then I saw everybody running towards the center of the mall. As everybody's running towards the center of the mall, I went to try to take out my phone. But as soon as I got to my phone, I looked up and I see this 10 feet creature just like moving side to side. The images was like cutting in and out. It wasn't clear. He was fading in and out of like reality, I guess. And then 3 other ones appeared and they was fading in and out of reality too. It's like they wanted to be here, but it's like we had the power to see them, but we couldn't see them all the way. Like we needed to have, I don't know, or they needed to come all the way out. I don't know. But it was a little shaky. The cops came with a million cops out there. It was nasty. And then they asked everybody for their phones right before we departed. So they made a perimeter around these aliens, and they was checking everybody's phones. But I got somebody with a picture and a video, and he's from Miami. He's a resident of Miami, and from Orlando, and he was at the mall too. So me and him became cool. When he was running away, I was like, "Yo, you got that?" He was like, "Yeah, I got that." So me and him are in contact, and he's just scared to release the video, I guess. But I'm gonna have the video because we cool.
All right, guys.
Think about this though. Before he get into this, think about this. Like, are these people lying to everybody? It seems like everybody has like the same story from a different perspective, and that's odd because usually you have a group of friends and you tell a story to one tell a story to the next and so forth. At the end of that, the story would be completely different than what you told the first person, right? But these people are telling similar stories. And on top of that, you know, we got to understand, like, a lot of people be capping. Y'all be out here just capping. Boy, if you was a dinosaur, you'd be a Caposaurus Rex, my nigga. Small arms, lion ass nigga. Like, I'm telling you, just run around here looking stupid lying. Look, because the thing is, think about it, bro. A lot of people talk about what they're doing these times. Nigga, if you seen a 10-foot alien come through a portal, you're not reaching for your phone to record it, bro. Like, that's cap. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. That's cap. Only person that'll do is me. I'm just playing. But look, yeah, let's get back to it. Let me know what y'all feel about, how y'all feel about it in the comments down below. Now listen to these cappers, the next cappers. Check this out.
So just to address a few clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. It's actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
My man said at the moment though. He said at the moment. What does that mean? At the moment. Like, is that a spoof? Is he not a real cop? Let me know in the comments. That's kind of crazy though, right? I think that's all cap though. Like, I'm just letting y'all know how I feel. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. And then look, check this out. When you set up a perimeter around the building, I used to do this type of work. You don't need that many cops for this. Not even that many cops show up for an active shooter. Now, if it's a standoff and they're busting shots, then that's when you see that many cops. And usually you don't even see that many, right? But then they were like, what? They're fighting with sticks. That's what they were focused on. But everybody got a different story in the inside. Usually that doesn't happen because I'm pretty sure everybody in the inside of the building wasn't coerced to tell the same story. They're talking about aliens, but the cops wanted to be about kids fighting with sticks. It's crazy. And then the entity that was in the front of the building, check that out though. The lighting on him, they said, oh, this was lighting. But if something like this happening, they're setting up a perimeter, no way that a cop is going to be standing inside the perimeter, just walking back and forth. That's not the way that goes. They'll be behind the cars. Like, that's cap. This is what they saying. We building.
Wish I was dead and cold. Wish I was dead. Wish I was dead and cold. Wish I was dead. I forgot what you look like. Treating me so damn childlike. You treating this like a movie, but this is real life. I wish I'd tell you.
Yo, has anybody seen this show Hellbound on Netflix? It's only 6 episodes. Yo, the first 5 minutes has your girl shook. I can't even show it all. It's about these people who get these prophecies, and it shows you the day that you're gonna die and the time, and these demons come from the underworld to take these people to hell. My God, when they show up, it is violent. I can't even show it all because TikTok gonna take my video down. But if you have not watched this, go to Netflix. It is a K-drama. It is worth it. My God. Ah!
Right.
Y'all, I can't even show y'all. I can't even just show y'all everything. This don't even scratch the surface what's about to happen to this man. Ah!
I'm telling you, that shit go crazy. It's called Hellbound, y'all. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. They like is the mathing? Look, let's check it out. I understand it probably wasn't that right there because we would seeing a whole different story if it was that, but just keep watching. It's crazy.
There exists a theory that the United States.
And did you notice that Doctor Strange was coming in from a cold place through the portal? Right, we're gonna build, y'all. We're gonna build. Keep that in mind. He came through the portal, that same circle portal that they seen inside the mall.
It's remained in Iraq for over 10 years after its liberation. Not for oil, but for something far more powerful. In the 1920s, a British explorer discovered what was rumored to be the world's oldest known stargate, located at the site now known as the Great Ziggurat. In the 1980s, Saddam Hussein fortified the ancient complex to prevent explorers from seeing what was hidden there, or so the government claimed. Additionally, strange ancient technologies have been spotted outside the Great Ziggurat. Rumors suggest that they originate from an ancient civilization that lives on the hidden planet Nibiru, accessed through the Stargate. Recently, many individuals have come forward claiming to have participated in classified programs in Iraq, where Stargate technology was used, and many people are asking questions.
Think about it.
They reversed them. Listen, y'all, listen. The Miami incident, right? Or at the mall. I was watching one of the victims, and he said that it seemed like a portal opened up, and all of a sudden these beings just came through. So it got me thinking, well, where did they come from? Well, they had to come through a portal. So just for shiggles, I went to Google Earth.
I like that. I'm still in
got
that.
the coordinates, flip-flop the coordinates, put that in Google Earth, and just to see where it would take me, it took me to the center of Antarctica. Do y'all remember what I was talking about? How there's an alien civilization in Antarctica living under that ice? Do y'all remember that? Because if not, let me remind you, there's supposedly a alien race living in Antarctica. And if they were trying to go to this alien base in Antarctica, they swapped the coordinates and ended up at the fucking mall in Miami. I'm tripping. Go to Google, find the coordinates for the mall, reverse the coordinates, and it will take you to Antarctica.
We will.
I shit you not.
We will. Let's continue to build, y'all. Let's see where this goes.
So with the Miami Mall incident, it was said that there was a portal that was opened in the mall, that people had seen it. You can see it here on the screen, and that obviously this is where the aliens had come out of. I had just found this tweet here today that says, Miami aliens incident Antarctic base. They put the coordinates in backwards. Please try it and write where it takes you. So when you open up a portal, you have to have coordinates of where you want to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto Google Earth here today, and we're going to look up the Bayside Marketplace. I'm already on it here, but I'm going to type it in again here for you guys. So you can see that this is where it takes us, the Bayside Marketplace on the screen here. All right, so I'm going to right click on the coordinates here. We're going to copy this. Then we're going to paste it over here. So what we're going to do right here, it says north and west. So we've got 25, 46, 42. So on the girl's tweet here, right here. So here's the tweet. In the comments here, it says 25, 46, 42 west. So we're going to change that from north to west. And we've got 80, 11, 12 west. And we're going to change it. And she's got 80, 11, 12 south. So let's change the west to south.
We're going to hit enter. And now it's going to take us, look, you can already see it's taking us to the bottom here. So we're going to zoom out. Oh, Lordy Lord. Look at this. Look at that. This is the Antarctic Circle here in the south. How can we confirm that we're in the south here? Because if we take a look here, here's Argentina over here. Here we've got Africa over here. And here we have actually New Zealand. So this is in the south here. So it seems like Gary did a bad job. He did a bad job in putting the wrong coordinates. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
I'm just saying, just something to think about. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments down below. Shit crazy, right? Let's keep building.
I mean, these girls came within 8 to 10 feet, 14, 16, and 21, within 8 to 10 feet in broad daylight of this creature. When they saw this thing, they're looking like, what are we looking at here? They're walking through this field, and it's up against a cinder block wall, and it was crouched by the wall. It was weak and feeble, and one of them kind of like screeched, ah! Like, what is that? And it turned, and it looked right at the girls, locked eyes on them. Katya is 21. She's frozen in her tracks, locked eyes with this creature, and is communicating with her. Please help me. He wants help. It's weak and it's feeble and it's scared. And Katya said, help me, I'm scared. And it was feeble and suffering. And it's a very powerful moment.
These creatures are harvesting us. These creatures are not aliens, Mr. Ike. These creatures are sexually compatible with our women. And what does that tell you? It tells you that they came from here.
Some of the dudes like, oh, what about me?
They are part of us. African tradition says that the Chitauri fatten on the energy that we human beings give them. They make us to fight each other. And when the whole land is drowning in death and fear and terror, when hundreds and hundreds of people are angry and afraid, the Chitauri get fat because they eat that what we call the dark power, which is brought about when human beings destroy the planet on which they live.
Apparently, this is Zulu mythology. These creatures, I hope you're not about to go to sleep, have been around for a very, very long time. There are snake people that apparently originated in the oceans, and they developed very powerful, complex tools when humanity was new upon Earth, and with their technology, they decided to enslave humanity and even celestial beings. They were driven underground and said to hide in the center of the Earth to this very day. And here's a quick video about someone talking about these. And yeah, like I said, I hope you're not about to go to bed.
We've got Nephilim, we've got the Giant of Kandahar, we've got the Greys, and we've got tall whites. What's the difference? Reptilians, mantis. First of all, angels can shapeshift. We know that the dragon, the enemy Satan, can appear as an angel of light, not his true form. The Greek word, right, and this was taught to me by my good friend and brother who's no longer with us, Russ Dizdar. The Greek word is metaschizmonosai. They have the ability to shapeshift and present themselves basically however they want to. Karen's handler, Karen Wilkinson, who we published her book, Stolen Seed, Evil Harvest. It's a must-read if you're into the alien abduction phenomena, because it's real. It's not demonic delusion. These people are taken. There is a breeding program that's going on. We talked about this in our 4th film, but then we link it later on in film number 6 on counter mutilations, and we show how they're inexorably tied together. But once again, I digress. So you've got fallen angels can shapeshift. They can appear pretty much as they want to. They can appear as your grandmother, your dead grandmother, if they choose to. Greys, the Greys with the big heads and the almond eyes, there's no reproduction system that's there. They don't eat. So what are we looking at? In my opinion, these are avatars. They are essentially meat suits. They are biological constructs for the demons. What are demons? Demons are the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim. Let's back up. The seed of the dragon will be at war with the seed of the woman. So that's Genesis 3:15. That's the gateway to the rest of the biblical prophetic narrative. So the seed war erupts 3 chapters later. Fallen angels come down. We know that from the book of Enoch. 200 of them in the days of Jared on Mount Hermon. And by the way, Mount Hermon is Nephilim Central. That's where all the mischief, as Chuck Missler liked to call it, begins. That's the nexus. That's the starting point. So the Nephilim are the offspring of fallen angels and human women, creating a hybrid being known as the Nephilim. They were never supposed to be here. This is why the flood of Noah occurs. That's number one. So the Greys, let me back up. The Nephilim perish in the flood. They become the disembodied spirits which roam the earth, i.e. demons. How do we know that? The book of Enoch. Those of you who have an issue with the book of Enoch, I'll just say this. Jude quotes the book of Enoch. It was obviously widely read in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd centuries. Jude's quoting from the book of Enoch.
It's a reason why it's suppressed and people, they want to tell you that it's demonic and all these other things. But why was it part of the Bible then? It's supposed to be a part of the whole thing because it's giving you more body to the story. Because when you read the other scriptures, the Shakespeare scriptures, you know, it's kind of hard for a lot of people to digest. But I think the book of Enoch is like a little bit more I'll say physical. If you catch what my drift of what I'm saying, it's more, shall I say, realistic.
Is it part of our canon? Now it's not. But in the Ethiopian Bible, it precedes the book of Genesis. In my opinion, if you were going to keep one book from the people, you keep the book of Enoch. You're going to keep one book away from the people of the world. That's the book you keep out because it tells you exactly what's going on. Fallen angels are coming down. They're grabbing the women. They're going into them multiple times. They're having children by them. These are hybrid beings known as the Nephilim. They are soulless. So you've got demons wandering the earth. They're earthbound. So what does the dragon do? The dragon knows that a demon, in order for a demon to manifest, has to inhabit a person, has to inhabit an animal or an object. So what does the dragon do? He creates the Greys. It's a biological construct. It's an avatar. How do we know this? Because experiencers, people who have been on board the ships, including Whitley.
That's wild to think about, right? But if you go even back further, like they speak about, you know, having the technology to have different bodies. They're speaking about walking amongst men but aren't men, right? For the people that read the Bible, you know, think about it. Transfer of consciousness. We done seen that in our face in movies many different times. And it was even back, you know, it's in writing from, I guess, millions of years ago, 1,000 years ago, whatever you want to say. Is the mathing?
Dreamer talks about seeing the Greys stacked up like cordwood, stacked up like chairs, okay? One on top of each other. And there is no reproduction system, as I said earlier. There doesn't seem to be a digestive system. So they're biological suits. They're expendable. I remember sitting down with the late David Flynn and talking to him about this, and he also agreed on that. So moving along, now you've got the giant of Kandahar, all right? And the giant of Kandahar, we don't know how old that thing is. According to the shooter and the eyewitnesses, the smell was so overpowering, people began to gag. It made them nauseous. So are we looking at a being that's 1,000 years old, 2,000 years old, 3,000 years old? And what about Bigfoot? So Bigfoot, in my opinion, is a modern day Nephilim. It's a hybrid. I believe that they are all have a nefarious agenda.
It's a reason why that would be kept away from the people on those bases. They don't want you to test the genetics, none of that stuff, because it'll come back to something they don't want you to know. I gotta watch how I say it. It's crazy though.
Of what some people tell us. That's right now, with the evidence I have, that's what I'm going with. There's a very nefarious agenda when it comes to Bigfoot and Sasquatch. They also have the ability to pop in and pop out. The Kandahar giant allegedly had the same ability to bilocate from one place to another. Again, this comes from years of research, talking to whistleblowers, talking to people that have come up to me, and everything is very privy information. In other words, I can't divulge the source. But some of these people were embedded in special forces, and I'll just leave it at that. So let's walk through it. Fallen angels are fallen angels. They've come down and they create through grabbing the women and having sex with the women. Okay, and for some of you out there, you got a real problem with that, but that's what happens. They create a hybrid being known as the Nephilim. The flood happens, the Nephilim are wiped out. The disembodied spirits of a Nephilim are the demons that roam over the earth. Disembodied spirits, in order to manifest, need something to dwell in. A human being, a group of animals like the swine, where Jesus cast out legion from the man of the tombs, and they go into the swine, or an object. The giant of Kandahar, in my opinion, may be thousands of years old. In other words, we know that there's a diaspora when Joshua and Caleb go into the promised land. Are we looking at the diaspora of giants? Afghanistan is not that far away from the Middle East. There is a cave system, allegedly, that is underneath this planet, and you can go from one part of the planet to another. That giant at Kandahar came out of a cave, and more about that later. So you've got the Nephilim, the disembodied spirits, which become the demons, the grays, where the demons can inhabit those biological constructs, those suits, and they can manifest in this dimension. The giant of Kandahar, which can bilocate, and Sasquatch, Bigfoot, which also can bilocate. They come in and they come out. They're interdimensional entities, in my opinion. Let's walk through Miami. In the 90s, Barry Chamish, who was an Israeli journalist, wrote a book, The Return of the Nephilim. I met Barry, and at that time, this was 1999, I had my first book in the Nephilim trilogy published, Nephilim, The Truth Is Here. And I went down to see Barry. He was speaking at a MUFON meeting, and we met and we talked, and I just said, "Hi, Barry," and I held up the book, and his jaw dropped because he realized someone else was in the same genre that he was. And Barry and I would communicate through phone and internet later. He passed away a number of years ago now. Barry's book talks about the giants appearing in Israel. There were footprints, there were photographs. So that brings us to what might have happened in Miami. Don't know. There's several TikTok reports. There's allegedly from a couple of people who were there. They saw shadowy figures, very dark, very tall, and they would bilocate from one place to another. What are we looking at? Folks, I have no idea. I wasn't there. If you know somebody who maybe has cell phone images, no matter how blurry, of the event, please shoot them here. LA@LAMarzulli.net. LA@LA.
Please, me too. Shoot them here if y'all have them. But
Marzulli.net. So I'm following this story because
I'm not expecting for somebody to be scared out of their mind, like to, record though. That type of situation. Let's be real with ourselves, y'all. You're not pulling out your phone. Not many of us.
Because, 60
My feet move too fast. I've been at the front door in no time. I would teleport it, nigga.
to 100 police cars converging on the mall because some teenagers are throwing firecrackers and battling each other with sticks. That may be exactly what happened. That may be the truth. I don't know. I really don't know. And a group of teenagers, you get 100 teenagers together wearing ski masks and rampaging through a mall, they can do millions of dollars worth.
So that I could personally witness what's going on in the lower levels of Dulce so that I could tell people. And for years I've helped.
I told y'all, look, y'all. I told y'all, look, we building, y'all. We building. Pay attention. The math is math. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Even if, let me know, even if it sounds crazy, your theory on what's currently going on, it's some truth. It's some truth out there somewhere. And the reason why I can't say, oh, the aliens are in the mall for sure, that's 100% because I wasn't there. So none of us, if you was there, let me know in the comments down below. And don't lie to yourself, man. And you know how some people is, they just want a little clout off of, oh, I was here at the situation. You see a lot of that on TikTok right now. It's a bunch of people, oh, I was there, and you can tell by their energy that you just can't trust their story.
Because it was just absolutely too awful to tell anyone.
Now all of a sudden they want to start TikTok accounts and do lives all damn day talking about it. It's crazy. And the stories be very disingenuous.
And I didn't know how people would react. And also I was afraid that my life might be put in danger by spilling the beans on what I saw. But I'm going to tell it here today. And for those of you that have a weak stomach, I suggest you stop listening to it. Or if you can't deal with fright very well, maybe you need to not listen to the rest of this, okay? I'm trying to think for your best interest. But we get there to Dulce and we approach an area where small crafts are coming in. There's lots of them. It's like a big hangar. And out of each craft, I could see that they would bring out one, sometimes two, I don't know if there was three or not, it could have been three maybe, humans. And they put them in like a little buggies that was on like a rail track. And they set the people up in that. Now, the overseers operating the system, shockingly to me, were human, or they appeared to be human. And what shocked me even more was these tall, Nordic, blonde-haired, blue-eyed men operating this system were wearing uniforms with the swastika on the shoulders, an emblem, an insignia of the swastika. Now, think about this and think about World War II and what all was going on there, and the association of this might indicate who was controlling Hitler and what was really behind all that.
Yeah. In Henry Crane's book as well, he did mention that different groups of humans worship different reptilian gods unwittingly, and that sometimes the reptilian gods would fight each other, and they would get the humans to try and wipe out the other group.
Yes.
In this case, I'm drawing comparison. He draws comparison to Hitler and the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
That's where his intense hatred for the Jews came from. It was influenced by these reptilians. Anyway, if you could just carry on.
Well, we drew close to where these humans, overseers, were working. These overseers could not see me, nor the entity that was guiding me and taking me there. We were, to me, ethereal. We were not in solid form where they could see us, but these workers, these Nordic people, were solid material. The humans they brought in and put in these little train cars were all sitting there like zombies, like they were stunned. And one of the things that bothered me, and the first time I saw this with Barbara under hypnosis, it really wrecked me emotionally. And I saw a young woman of maybe 28 to 30 years old, a very pretty, attractive brunette lady, and she had a little boy with her about 7 or 8 years old, and he was sitting there with her. Both of them had been brought in, and I panicked, and I knew that something bad was about to happen to them, and I ran to wake them up, and I got right in their face, and I was like yelling to wake up, and they were not even aware I was there, and the Nordic overseers couldn't see nor hear me either. So I was protected in that sense. Some way they had me concealed where nothing was aware that we were there. But this woman, they rolled on and went on down the conveyor belt. And so then we moved to a different area, and the person that was taking me, or the entity that was taking me, stopped and said, "Listen." And I stopped, and we listened. And in the background, you could hear kind of like a very dull, ripping kind of noise. And I remember beginning to feel panicky, and I didn't want to go see what was making that awful noise. And the entity that was taking me insisted and said, "You must see it. You must see it." And so I looked, and what I saw were human torsos hanging on big meat hooks, and they hooked bone to hooks in the back of the body, and they were ripping the bones out of the human bodies to fillet it.
And who was doing this?
The Nordics, these overseers.
Do you remember watching Extraordinary Deceiving? Do you remember
Never heard of that. No, I never heard of it.
No, we definitely watched this. It was, remember we spoke about the guy waking up in his clone? You said it was a pretty good documentary.
Oh, yeah, I do remember now.
Do you remember what he was saying? That he was walking past one of these Nordics, and he said it was like their face just kind of shifted briefly into reptilian face and then shifted back. It was like a hologram that was put over the face.
Right. Okay. Now I remember now. Thank you. Yes.
Is it possible that this might have been an illusion?
It's possible.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with this phenomenon, anything is possible. You know.
Royce, sorry, continue.
It's quite all right. The next phase of Dulce that I saw was we went to a large room that was extremely cold, and inside this room were boxes that were like little small metal caskets, only they weren't caskets, they were more like coolers, and they were bringing in human body parts, arms, legs, torsos, all kinds of body parts, and packing them into these crates. And then there was a lot of them. It was a big operation, and I saw, I'm going to say probably 6 different Nordics working on 6 different boxes at one time, if I recall correctly, and they were packing all this in, and then they were putting the boxes, once they're full, on a conveyor belt roller, and it reminded me of present day where your luggage comes in at an airport on those rollers. It was like rolling on that, and it rolled into an area where there were a lot of craft waiting, and they were loading them, these crafts where they were taking them, in my opinion, I assume they were taking them out to colonies in space somewhere, or colonies here on our own planet that we're not aware of.
Wow. It's a meat processing plant. We've touched on it briefly before. But
yes, but I never really went into detail like I just have now. And that's all I saw on that, and I don't ever really want to see any more.
Well, damn. You know, they even showed this on in a lot of TV shows and movies and stuff. Like, for instance, I'm gonna use one example, like Monsters Inc. Remember how they was coming into the rooms and they was scaring the children, then they had come back with a substance or whatever. Whoop, whoop. That was how they worked. But you know, there's different. They said there's different entities that feed off of, you know, different things in the universe. We got to understand that there's different entities right now, physical form, feeding off of our bodies right now, and we can't see them with a physical eye until we pull out a microscope or something like that, right? So just think about that, you know. And then, you know, they talk about, you know, we've got humans. We talking about the adrenochrome. You know, they admitted to like they be using this shit on their face. They, you know, they talk about the pizzas. I don't want to go too deep right now because we already did this many different times. And I'm just skimming through things to keep giving y'all things to think about and to look into, you know. Now, my question to y'all is, do you think there's higher ups that sold us out to these people, to these entities? That's my question to y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. But we gonna keep building though.
That's no CGI or costume. That looks like a real creature from the movie Godzilla. He right. And we gotta be careful with all this stuff going on. I just posted where they have Godzilla hidden or contained, along with King Kong. But they took it down, bro. Google Earth took it down. Now you can't go in there and see it no more. Godzilla real. You go to proof. Brothers, sisters, kings, queens, Godzilla is real, and I got proof. Somebody just shared this video on TikTok. So I went and did my own investigation. First, let's look at the video he posted.
Yeah, somebody's just gonna build a program themselves just to trick everybody, huh? They showed it in the movie.
You finna show King Kong.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Before he even show all that, do y'all see the perimeter that's set around him on this map? Ain't nobody building no program just to have one little TikTok, bro, to go viral. You don't even look. Come on, it's not like that. If you get 1 million views on TikTok, you get paid $5 in a pack of grapes. Stop playing. And it's the seedless grapes.
3, 2, 1. King Kong. Bro, this Google Earth. Sis, this is
That shit look crazy, don't it? It's hard to believe. Like, let me go look this up. Y'all go look it up.
King, this is Google Earth. Queen, this is Google Earth. I went and done it myself. I'm finna show you that I done it. They took down the King Kong one right before they took down the Godzilla, but I was able to catch Godzilla. Watch this. Now this is him. This is not me. I'm on my laptop. And notice you gotta turn the map upside down. It's right there. You gotta make it right side up. It's over there, y'all. Honolulu. There go his footprint. Another footprint.
Yo, remember when I made that video and I was including a lot of the Monarch project in there? And I'm not talking about the Monarch as far as like mind control. I'm talking about the Monarch as far as like a show, a Monarch that it has something to do with programming your mind too as well. But it showed that hopefully y'all caught up on it. I'm not gonna give away too many spoilers, but go watch this on Apple TV. It's called Monarch, and the government knew about Godzilla and these different entities that live on the planet that the people on the planet aren't hip to, but they've been studying them for years, and they knew this. So when the Godzilla and them started coming out the ground and stuff like that, the organizations and stuff already knew about this. But this is giving Monarch vibes. I don't want to give away too much, y'all, but then go watch it. And it'll show what they do to even after the Godzilla was exposed. It shows that the extent that they are willing to go to silence people from knowing what they know. It's all about information,
Footprint.
and control.
Just like the movie. Now I'm about to take you up in there. I'm on my computer, y'all. Bear with me. It's like they try to block me here and made the screen blue. I recovered it. It wouldn't let me go in the King Kong one, so I had to go here. Go up, bam. Watch this. Look, he actually exists, y'all. What's that UFO right there?
Now, y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know if y'all found them or not, and I'll let y'all. I'll probably do a video on this to see if to let y'all know on my side. Y'all let me know. I want to see how many people gonna lie about it, how many people gonna be real. Or at this time, they could scrub it from the internet. Go ahead and make this shit just disappear.
People, there's some strange stuff going on in this world. It has been going on. There's secrets and wonders in this world that they do not want revealed to us. But they reveal it to us through TVs and movies. Pay attention. I'm just saying.
By now, I'm pretty sure all of y'all have heard about the possibility, and it seems the White House spokesman talking about the possibility of mass evacuations. contingency plans in case of war. I'm going to tell you what it's really about. They want this land because this is really Egypt, the real Israel. Everything is here. This is the promised land. And they know that there's going to come a time when they got to go because you stole it from God's people. So what they've been doing in Hawaii and all, remember what that man said? That was very key. There's not a place on this earth where the United States doesn't have a contingency plan for mass evacuations. They want to take people out of here so that you can't activate. They gonna cause a major problem and then acting like in order for you to have your life saved, they gonna give you a free ride. Come stay in one of these bunkers. And you go into a concentration camp. They're gonna try to trick you into leaving your own land. See, they can't force you out, but the one thing they is allowed to do is trick you.
We building. Keep watching.
This is a very, very late message, but this one is actually from my husband, and I just had a reminder a few minutes ago. He told me to tell y'all, when them ships pull up, get on the ships. I don't care that our beliefs are different or whatever, you know, you think we're crazy, whatever you think. I'm telling you, if those ships pull up, you better get on them. Because if you stay behind, you're going to be sorry. A lot of y'all got children, y'all got families, people that y'all love. You don't understand what's going on. Father is not going to spare America. He is going to remove his children, put them up in a safe place, in a wilderness, in a place that he has prepared for them. The rest of the world will be going through great tribulation. And no, you're not getting beamed up out of here before that happens. It's going to be the worst thing that the world has ever experienced. Get on the ship. Don't love your possessions too much. Don't love some of your loved ones too much. I can't go because such ain't going. Well, you and them finna go through hell and possibly even lose your life. When them ships pull up, get on them. Because the world is fixing to see the wrath of the Most High like never before.
She clearly hasn't learned her lesson on the stories. Well, I mean the fake stories about how niggas got on the boat. What happened last time in the stories? Niggas got on the boat with some motherfuckers we ain't know, quote unquote, turned into slaves. But we know that's not a real story. But I'm just using it. I'm just letting you know, like, we just don't get on the boats with strangers and stuff like that. And then what happened to us standing up for ours? This is our land. We're from this land. This is like what you don't understand about that. People are so ready to flee when anything comes. And now you're gonna abandon everything and go somewhere else. I've been all around the world. These other places ain't what you think it is. It's cool to travel and see other things, but to actually live in the quality of life, it ain't. The life ain't life in the way that you think that it is. You're talking about small-minded people that have never been nowhere. You got to check yourself and understand what's really going on out here. You have to protect what you have. But look, if God's wrath is coming down on everybody, why would you try to run away from that anyway? Stand here for judgment because you are a part of it, right? Why everybody want to just run away from they goddamn problems and stuff? Why not stand up for it and be honorable about your shit? You know? Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all getting on the boat on the boat with a bunch of foreigners. We already seen the boat pull up in the movie Turn Your Leave the World Behind. You seen the name that was on the side of the boats. You seen what it went to. It went back to some slavery type shit. Ain't nobody getting on boats. That's cap. That's crazy. This is our land. And y'all need to start recognizing that and being more, involved with who you are and stop listening to people that aren't you telling you who you are. That shit crazy as hell. My bad. I had to put that in there because that just irked my nerve when I seen that shit. That's crazy. Cowards. There's no honor amongst cowards.
Oh, wait, I need my hat for this. Now I need my mic. Cause you know shit. It's about to get real. What the bruh? They found a whole underground city? An underground city under New York City? What
course.
Cops clash with dozens of Orthodox men in synagogue as riots break out during secret underground tunnel. Tunnel? Guys, I found a boots on the ground, guys. Allegedly, I found a creator that lives right in the building over this, and she's got some valuable insight for all of us. If you like this type of content and want to keep up with me, make sure you follow, like, and save for more. Thank you for watching.
So I don't know if you guys know what's going on, but I'm here to put y'all on because all of this is happening right underneath my building. So I moved in this neighborhood in 2021, March of 2021 at that. Ever since I have moved here, it has been one of the most frustrating experiences because it seems like every day for 2 years straight, they have some sort of construction going on. I complained to 311. Sometimes those motherfuckers will come and be working downstairs at 4 in the morning. But here's the thing though, I never knew what they were building. I would just hear all this construction and I would walk outside and I'm like, but what are y'all even doing? So I got in contact with my landlord because his company owns the entire neighborhood. I live in a Jewish neighborhood. It wasn't until one day my neighbor needed something downstairs from our basement. And mind you, where we live in a townhouse. I didn't even know we had a basement. But she stumbles downstairs into the basement of our building. And what she saw shook her to the core. And the way that the buildings in this neighborhood are set up is that the buildings are kind of connected. And literally right next door to me is a children's daycare. Like our buildings are touching. My neighbor's in the basement. She looks to her left and sees that just like the train station, they have turnstiles. So she starts looking around and notices that there are cameras. And not just any type of cameras now. The facial recognition camera, like the cameras that follow your face around. And apparently there's also an age limit to enter down there. Apparently there's a laundromat down there. There is also a sauna down there that she saw. They have a spa facility, a laundromat, an underground full-on city. And that's alarming to me for so many reasons because me and my neighbor, we're just tenants. Like, we don't know what's going on below us. We don't know what anybody else got plans. We just need homes. But right below us is an entire secret underground city that starts underneath a daycare. So currently, there's an underground city right below us that stretches pretty fucking far. And we have no idea what's going on down there. But they just got busted. So, I don't know. I guess I shall see.
And we shall see, my friend. Let's see what the news lets us know. But I tagged her below. That's the creator. If you guys want to hit her with a follow. Also, shout out to you. Thank you for sharing this information with us. We truly appreciate it. If you guys like this type of content and want to see more, make sure you follow me. You heard. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Can I open it?
We building. Look at this.
This creepy video comes from Brendan Riley 912. And let me start by saying, his account looks rather normal, and he's even an artist. But in a recent video, he describes how he finds a hidden door behind a wall. Feeling curious, they open that door only to be met with cement blocks. And that's when it goes from lighthearted to serious, because they do make an opening, and it does not go well. Many commenters, myself included, have been asking for updates, but we haven't had word yet. I'll update in a part 2 if I hear back from them. But I don't know about this one. Let me know what you think.
Check this out, y'all. You know what this is? You already know. Look at all the stuff happening in Florida, y'all. Florida is it. Look at this. This is Florida. Fort Walton Beach. I zoomed in, y'all. Let's see if we see anything. Look at that one. That looks like a portal. Oh, wow. Yo. What an amazing time to be alive.
Right.
Florida got all the bangers. This video was solely for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times, y'all. You see Florida talking about it. Florida's going through the shift. Everywhere on the planet is going through the shift. But Florida seems like a hotspot right now. See, that's why I told you they told black people to move away from Florida. Y'all remember that, right? They told black people to move away from Florida because they know what's about to happen. Florida is the key to Atlantis, baby. Egypt. Let's get this shift, y'all. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. You already know what to do, y'all. Keep up with your boy. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
The purpose of them blocking the sun, the government, because the government is part of the elites. I hope we know this. Your prime minister, your president in your country are the elites. And they worship the dev. But they are all doing this because majority of them, I'm sorry, you can say tinfoil hat or whatever, it goes deep because the majority of them are not human. They're reptilians. Reptilians, they live underground because they can't take the sun. Bill Gates is a reptilian, hence why he wants to block the sun. And majority of your politicians, prime ministers, fucking the royal family, celebrities are not human. They are from the reptilian race. And what they do, they can shapeshift. They use holographic technology to shapeshift and portray themselves as that human. And that's why you can see a lot of videos of celebrities like their eyes shifting, because they can break shift a lot. Anyway, that is one of the biggest reasons that they are blocking the sun, because the sun is so powerful. And another reason is it's waking people up. A lot more people in the last 4 years have been waking up, and the sun is a big part of that. That's why sun gazing, looking at the sun, is good, but they tell you you'll go blind if you look at the sun. No, you don't. And that's why your high up celebrity, billionaires, Bill Gates and all those fuckheads, they have bunkers, underground bunkers. That's why you got the Denver airport. Underneath the Denver airport, what is living there? Fucking reptilians. This is a known thing. They cannot take the sun. And they're blocking it so that no one can raise in vibration, because that's what the sun is here to do. It's here to awaken people. And they don't want this. Especially the reptilian race, who, one, can't take the sun, and two, are in control of this matrix. So of course they're not going to want people to wake up in this matrix.
Ooh. Hey, look, think about that though. Think about that, man. Look, the next breakdown is going to be on, we're going to deal more with the sun and the genetics and stuff like that. I'm definitely working on one of those type of videos. I'm not going to say the next video, but we're going to get that video in sometime pretty soon in the next couple of videos that drop. But it's crazy, man. And they're really trying to block that thing out there every day on the daily, bro. Even at sunset. When the sun is setting, bro, they still spraying. They still spraying. They trying to block us from over here from seeing it. At one point, I've seen 2 suns. I got a picture of it, actually. You see if I can find that real quick. I actually got a picture of it. Yep, right here. Hopefully y'all can see this. Boom. Look at that. Actually got a picture of it. 2 suns setting over here. See that? Can't make that up. That's real. I took that on my phone. 2 of them. They've been spraying it heavily and heavily. Like, you can barely see it sometimes, but it is what it is, people. Like, we seeing these things. A lot of people, I'm not going to discount what everybody say at the Miami situation, but some of those folks is just straight cap, and you can tell that they're out here trying to gain some type of momentum, some type of clout off of being in that mall situation. So you got to watch the stories that you listen to and how they say it. Just watch their body language and stuff, and then it'll tell you a lot of truthful about the people, because your mouth can say another thing, but your actions and stuff and your energy can show others. Learn how to read people's aura fields, not just the words that come out their mouth. You have to read everything. So it is what it is, people. But let me know how y'all feel about that, man. Our entities really taking portals into Miami. Did the hellbound situation make sense to y'all? Like, this shit crazy though. Like, they've been speaking about it and then it happens. Boom. Ain't nobody getting beat the fuck up like that. That hellbound shit was crazy. It's extreme. You see when the dude was running down the street, his mouth was all bloody and shit. Yeah, they were beating his ass. Like, when they get you, they putting them paws on that ass. Like, it's over. That's I'm telling you. See how he was punching the car? Imagine punching a person like that. That's what they was doing. It's crazy. But make sure y'all go check that out, man. Make sure y'all staying right with yourselves. Y'all eating better, exercising, get out here, be active, spread that positive energy, that love. If you got some hate in your system, you know what? Go do something. Go run. Go run. Even if you don't like to run, go run and push yourself. Get angry while you run. Motivate yourself. That's what I do sometimes. You motivate. Think about something like, ooh, this motherfucker would love for me to fail today. I'm not gonna fail today. Even my legs is burning, I'm still gonna go. My lungs are on fire. You know what? I'm gonna keep running until I don't feel that no more. You have to change. We have to evolve. We have to keep upgrading ourselves. So that's hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to something. Holds on to your humanity so we can finish growing as a people, man, and come into a higher consciousness level together. You feel me? I don't want to be at this joint by myself or trying to be by myself. Ain't no fun. Just like me, like I get money, right? But it's no fun when people around you ain't getting it either. you know? So that's why I like to show people, like to teach them. I like to be transparent with them about these different things, because it's not just about me. I want everybody to be happy in their own way. And I just use that as an example. Money is not everything. I can care less. If the money system went down today, I would be, nigga, I would be out here farming or something like the rest of you, right beside you. I'm no different. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is above the collective. And that's facts. But look, man, hopefully y'all found some inspiration, or you got some information from this video. You know, I'll be definitely dropping more videos in the next, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna drop another video tomorrow. But look, make sure y'all got your notifications on. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you've been here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you just been watching me, look, man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit's just weird. Just go ahead and subscribe already. Like, for real, we go together. I'm just joking. But look, I see y'all in the next video. And like I always say, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See y'all in the next video. And I'm out though. Bye.